There's a little bee right there.
Nick French calls himself a tinkerer, a scientist, a formulator of nutritional products.
Yeah, these hives were all active.
His main job is raising bees in Colorado for various types of honey.
This is the mycelium.
But lately, he's become increasingly fascinated by mushrooms as food.
Fry it up with eggs, put it on toast.
And as a means for healing.
It was only recently that I started to realize that even looking at myself, I could benefit a lot from this.
Psychoactive mushrooms have been used for thousands of years, often by indigenous people, for medicinal purposes. Last month, Coloradans, by a margin of 53 to 46%, voted to decriminalize psilocybin mushrooms in their state.
Without using psilocybin, I'm not sure I'd be where I am today.
Kevin Matthews, who helped pass Proposition 122, says mushrooms enabled him to resolve a major bout of depression.
I realized that I no longer had to be a victim to my diagnosis, and I could start making small changes every single day to really stay on that path towards healing.
Advocates say psilocybin mushrooms break down barriers in people's minds and help them deal with conditions like PTSD, addiction, and in the case of one Prop 122 proponent, sexual trauma.
I had a loop of that trauma playing of what this story was in the first person to remember it and the emotions that came up with it. Being able to have that loop broken allowed me to tell a different story.
Opponents of the new law, while acknowledging the federal government has designated psilocybin as a breakthrough depression therapy, say too much remains unknown about mushrooms, that commercial interests will benefit more than anyone else.
What we're looking at right now is, the black void, and people are going to get hurt by these drugs. There's going to be interactions we don't know about. Corporations are going to take advantage.
Special healing centers with a limited number of licenses per operator will administer the mushrooms beginning in several years. The facilities will be tightly regulated.
So that it's not I'm coming for the experience only. This is work. This is healing work.
French has begun expanding his facility in preparations for selling his magic mushrooms, and he's fine-tuning his growing process, which he says is not easy.
Each different type of strain of mushroom requires a different temperature, a different type of humidity. So it's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Legalization allows French to use and share his mushrooms for free.
And then we'll make a powder.
This ex-Marine, who also calls himself an impatient entrepreneur, says he's less worried about future profit margins than helping veterans and others who are hurting now.
People are going to look at this and go, yeah, this is medicine. This is medicine, and I need it.
An ancient therapy that's in vogue once again. Hendrik Sabrandi, CGTN, Denver.